Hey everyone, my name is Bo Arnfield.
I'm Josh Furman.
And
whoa.
and we're co-founders of Spair Pair.
Yes.
Spair Pair is a social enterprise organisation that seeks to provide impact to people experiencing homelessness and living in disadvantage. So what does that look like, Josh?
Good question, Bo. For every pair of socks purchased through Spair Pair, another pair is provided to someone in need. Socks are one of the most in-demand and sparsely provided basic necessities to people in need, people experiencing homelessness. So that's where Spair Pair fills that void. It bridges the gap between consumers and charities and people doing it tough.
All of our socks are made here in Australia from ethically sourced cotton using sustainable manufacturing practices. And we seek, as Josh said, to provide basic necessities for people experiencing homelessness. Since starting this year, we've been able to provide almost 2,000 pairs to people living rough, and we hope to continue to scale that impact across years to come.
Yes.
So one of the highlights from the year for us, I think, would definitely be in being invited the opportunity to do a TED Talk. I think becoming a TEDx speaker and being a TED speaker is the dream of so many young entrepreneurs and people alike. I think we watch TED Talks and we're really inspired by the people that are doing things, and to actually be invited the opportunity to be on stage and talk about some of the things that we've done with Spair Pair, which is a social enterprise that we started ourselves, and to think that people actually want to listen to what we have to say was a really cool moment.
There's been a lot of challenges this year. All, I think, have led to positive outcomes, and I think have really taught us that failure in any sense is a learning opportunity. It's really helped us with that growth mindset.
I think there's nothing more than we're grateful for than people starting conversations and people jumping on board, contributing ideas, sharing, being collaborative.
One thing I'll add to that as well is the opportunity to meet so many people who are doing it tough in so many different circumstances.
Yep.
It's really enlightened us in so many different ways as to what it takes for someone to end up in those positions, and how little it actually takes, and how just one bad thing going wrong can lead to so much more. And I think the perspective that we've gained from that throughout this journey is another thing that we'll always be grateful for, and that we'll take with us for the rest of our lives.
I guess perseverance and resilience are definitely two things that have really shone through for me, because there has been a lot of setbacks, there have been a lot of knockbacks, and really looking at those failures as opportunities to grow and opportunities to learn, as opposed to roadblocks in the way of the next step.
We're more or less taught to avoid people who are sleeping rough, or for various reasons. And the first time we ever went out with a charity called Christmas on the Streets and actually sat down and spoke with people in those situations, and it circles back to the things I spoke about before, about the opportunities we've had to speak to these people, opened our eyes in so many different ways.
So one of our goals is to obviously increase the reach of Spair Pair, get more people involved, show companies, I think especially, how they can do their bit.
I think it'd be really cool. We've donated about 100 pairs of socks to New South Wales, but if we could start to spread our impact interstate, that would be really, really cool. One thing I will say is that so much of our growth has been because of the support we've got from the City of Kingston in so many different ways. So
I think that young people have a lot to offer. Young people have incredibly new, innovative ideas. They have a different way of thinking about things. And I'd really love to be a part of that conversation, and a part of that movement that young people are creating in order to bolster the social aspect of what Kingston brings.